Medasi, I think that the issue of manifesto, no, no cray, a young pain be no, yen shedan fa yadrin cohort sa. But I think that the dynamics, no, as Sakakra, in recent times, people are paying attention to the manifesto, and ABI in the years past, no, and an Ghana for shedan for more adrin kwaswa, and yom dom adrin kwas. In fact, per our constitution, no. Every president must submit its social and economic coordinated programs to Parliament for every 2 years. And it emanates from the directive principles of state policy, I think Article 34, coordinate economic, social and economic coordinated program. No? It comes from the manifesto. Your manifesto, no? And I bet you now they are called to Parliament, say, for the 4 years I Ghana for their mameno. We need their mayor. So Manifesto is an important document. Unfortunately, ABN didn't pay attention, but now we are paying attention to it. Because I was sharing command air coso Nansenya, we realize say Ghanaians are reminding the NPP what they did or what they promised they would do or maya or munye. Now, when it comes to fulfillment of the manifesto, as far as its implementation, I think that the New Patriotic Party, the government of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, they have been extremely transparent and honest with the good people of this country. Because the year 2020, we might recall, say I think the Oko Alliance Française, where you were auditorium B1 chain, I think it's Arts and something auditorium, and one chain was airport area more. He was there and accounted to the people, the good people of this country. The NPP are buying as far as your promise now, your promise here in our manifesto, and what we have been able to do. And or itemizing your money, any day. That is why NPP can say about over 80% of our manifesto promises in 2016 were implemented. And he doubled down on this or press engagement. So when it comes to fulfillment and implementation of your manifesto, the records are that at least more than 80% of our manifesto promises. And only at the NDC4 has never been able to do. I was hoping and say maybe at the civil society and Penifua Moman can be beside John Dramani Mahama. Say your man wa kwenya say obey your man penny share about 2012. And your man obey your man penny 2013. And then na ultimi year as far as your manifesto is concerned.
Oh, me jedi say some common day. Abato na year 2016 abato. It was uncommon. And then Ghana for they assess in a mirror. Quarters in one home.
And here one hand. On the other, at the end of the day, that determination will be made. I'll get there. But I'm talking about say where we are now, what's our Bassi and Tony Swabano? We need to ask that question. But you made a fantastic point, and it dovetails into what I will say moving forward. Now let's come back to the issues of a NDC manifesto. To be frank, Openi Kasandog, now can we say Emuye. I don't think this is the most weakest and poorest manifesto this country has ever written. But a manifesto that is promising 24-hour economy in disco, nightclubs, is that a manifesto that we need to accept?
Oh. Okay, disco.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Maybe I'm about the statement or more launch the manifesto. In the 24-hour economy, I see disco, any nightclubs, bare 24 hours. Is that a manifesto that we need to accept in this country? No, I don't think so. I don't really think so.
I don't know why.
Now, what's our manifesto? Dog, the clear woman say the manifesto, and I will give you about bare 10 of them. I must say a boss of Mobeba Ghana for NPP are buying air already. Dear Deacon, almost a bosses or mobile. Oko resetting Ghana no.
Yeah.
Point 17. Also implement money a unique pension scheme for informal sector workers such as commercial drivers, commercial motor cyclists, Okada, small scale miners, farmers, fishermen, etc. This is a policy that is already being implemented by SNITs. Omo implemented about 2 years ago. Omo friend is SEED. Self-employed enrollment drive. That is number one. Opening number 2. about job creation. I'm saying the National Job Creation Initiative .3, National Apprenticeship Program. The National Apprenticeship Program is a policy to generate self-employment by providing free technical and vocational training for young people in various crafts. Trained apprentices will be issued with appropriate certification and supported with startup capital and equipment to set up their businesses. Just about 3 days ago, I was Techiman. The Nanado Baumia government and the Youth Employment Agency, a trainee 10,000 youth of Ghana. Ebi mu ye hairdressers, ebi mu ye plumbers, ebi ye painters, ebi mu ye POP. All of them were given certification by ATVET.
Inti mamisa o.
Me fancy o. Ye wi an ye some more startup equipment. So mo fan kodi o mujuma minim se bia Angeltv me ko cover ya. E wo Techiman. Last, I think Tuesday or so. So even in their manifesto, the things that they are promising, no, the NPP is already implementing them.
You, Mira, Yanshan say, near what canon say, near Abengi yen, and this will be a baby, son organic. You, and near Emma, a good near Dennis say, Ubi to my year, will be a shimmerding. So we could have your pang for Baba, into win yen say, near Andy's Vokane, Warban Wabaya. So what to Abamon no be ya ebe woman and as is say MPP if we are starting D and this will be adding saka sana wa adwene kire wa na Mura
senka MPP ya manyuku anko onsamba CM to ne so aba you could have said that the New Patriotic Party is contesting in these elections. Okay, so policies are implement here dada no adentina aban no all year no yen to sa aban no ntonkone. Why? The things that you promised that you will do is already being done. No, there's a policy in place that is being implemented by a government, and that government is coming back as a party to be voted for.
Bramo power, Mumbabe Jetumen, Muse corruption, Mube share, Mube Tias, Mube Yahu, mobile corruption. Modia kweni musin wong. Edinti oke se oba obe tuketa asese na pro asia. Why boni anonya boni? Anani oka nente so oka.
Come me flow yan ka mo say about.
Mira flow.
You are the host. May itemize about 15 of their promises that are being implemented. And my point would have been that at the end now say Yema NDC back. More especially John Dramani Mahama, when the things that they have promised to do are being done by the NPP. That's the question. Where here, as I said, I'm Toma Ghana for. I'm so about free SHS on being here. Free SHS no being so on Dino. It couldn't have been done in the next 20 years. And that is the whimsical promise of a desperate politician, according to John Dramani Mahama. And that Oman Penin and call 2 billion and can invest it into free SHS. That same person is promising in his manifesto. So about free SHS. When a government has implemented that policy for 8 good years, and this the challenge is what free SHS only don't mean ends of it. That's the point I'm making. So why should Ghanaians have GDA in him? He mentioned Techi mentioned say Ameyaw Youth Manifesto, the pledge, and that they are committed to creating job for the youth in this country. Is that what he said? Sesano kan dia Ghana for mun tie ni ye se nyen dada. Oman pani dada John Dramani Mahama. Wa ye oman pani da. Emra no ye oman pani no. Ghana mebunu ka se omunye adwuma nye. Okatre Ghana mebunu say onye magician to provide them with jobs. He's not a magician to provide them with jobs. Majority of our youth, omo call nursing schools, teacher training schools, no. They are youth, and they. Allowance is a so massive kakra mu cost come to me and the share mo have an ochamu. He cancelled them. And now he's coming to tell us say we pledges or best supporting the youth. He can be trusted. Open what I say. Ebio free SHS and keba ebio mebunu na kebe boamu. Openi Dr. Kasano si sebi nima can wa ma we mu ye doors nti ye pay attention to the manifesto. That is true. But there was an individual, there was a political party, there was a government who vowed and committed say obema Ghana bebunu bia kontoaso school as ikasemu nya kwensidie. I'm talking about His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. NDC for catching you say, and the principal person or yes, I John Dramani Mahama sponsored adverts against free SHS.